what you're thinking of doing for your summer holiday. If you'd already got one booked, thinking about booking one, a shorter summer holiday period, of course, going to have some impact on the travel industry, an industry that's certainly had its fair share of difficulties over recent months. I've got Julia Lo Bue-Said with me, who is Chief Executive of Advantage Travel Partnership, largest group of independent travel agents in the country. Hi, Julia.
Hi, good morning, Sean.
Right, we've spoken many times about the ups and downs. Well, not many ups, actually, for the travel industry over recent months. Does this one make much difference?
I think in practice it doesn't. And actually, I do think we have some good news now, Sean. I think the vaccine rollout is certainly helping us all to think about the future and helping us to understand that there is a way out of this. And actually what that does do, we do really see that go hand in hand with consumer confidence. So I think whilst short term, there's not a huge amount for us to look forward to, having that break booked, thinking that we can be reunited with families by the middle of the year, end of the year, who knows right now. So I think shorter summer holidays, will have some impact because of planning, because of logistics. Even I was thinking about this even as an individual. Well, not all of us. We may have holidays booked, some of us already. What does that then mean if you have plans in place? So it will have some impact. But the reality is that the industry, it has, as you quite rightly said, has been so hit so badly. We lost all of last summer. To have an even shorter summer this year, if travel can be resumed by then, I think would be just another blow that, to be honest, I think the industry's been used to having blow after blow this year.
How is the industry set up to be able to deal with people wanting their money back? If, let's say, you've booked a week off, holiday somewhere around the UK. We've heard many people on Wake Up to Money the last few weeks tell us where they're looking to book some brilliant places. A week off, last week of July, and then all of a sudden you're told that actually your child really should be in education to the end of July. Summer holidays are only going to be in August in England, for example, and therefore you want your money back. How easy is that going to be?
I think this is a really, really important point for a number of reasons. I think, firstly, when you book a holiday, when you book a flight, when you make an arrangement, it's very complicated, and it all does depend on what you've booked and who you've booked it, more importantly, through. I think if you are cancelling a holiday, all of a sudden your plans change and your children need to be at school, so therefore you can no longer travel. It's going to be very difficult on that basis to change your trips. If you are cancelling due to COVID because of government restrictions then, and your flights are cancelled, again, depending on what you have booked and who you've booked it through, then you would be entitled to refund and cancel. But as I say, it really does depend on who you've booked through. What we've certainly seen, Sean, over the last 13 months now, for a lot of our agents who are travel agents, they're businesses that invest time in speaking to their communities, with their customers. They've really been successful in managing to ensure that all their customers have been refunded throughout this crisis. So it's really important for anyone looking to book through somebody they trust, someone they can speak to, pick the phone up to. But cancelling due to change in school holidays is going to be a very, there wouldn't be. I'm not aware of any conditions right now that allow you that discretionary reason which would be discretionary reason to cancel. Which is why it's really important. We need to understand the plans really early. We need to understand plans really soon in terms of what government are thinking about, and just allow the industry to help travellers who are dying to travel, dying to see customers again, really want to get back to travelling, and help them plan. So we don't face a situation where we've got really upset travellers who are trying to cancel and just find it really difficult to get refunds or actually get through to companies that they booked their travel plans with.
Well, as we saw in last year, lots of people making the same phone calls at the same time doesn't help those companies that are having to manage it all as well. So I guess the message there, check your small print on the holiday booking, check your small print on your travel insurance as well. Don't necessarily go thinking that what might have covered you a few years ago will be automatically covering you the same way in the middle of a pandemic. Julia, I'm told we're going to be talking about cryptocurrencies later in the show. Elon Musk, the Tesla boss, has been sort of stirring things up again, and I'm told this is a topic of conversation in your family as well. Is it yourself who's been thinking or getting involved in this kind of thing?
Oh, it's really interesting. But it's something that we talk about at home quite a lot. And not me, I've got to say, I'm a bit risk averse. So I've had enough of, enough risk in terms of my work this last 13 months. So not about to invest in cryptocurrency. But I've got 2 boys, and my 20-year-old son has a small investment, which he told us quite recently. He's investing in cryptocurrency, but more curiosity to see what's happening. So he's a university student, so hasn't put down a huge amount, but is watching his pounds and his investment increase over the months, which is quite exciting.
Well, yeah, I always have to stick a caveat with that. And is there a parenting caveat with that as well? Because obviously when things go up, and you follow the forums and you look on social media and there's lots of rocket emojis all the time, is there part of you, that, you run a business yourself, that things don't always go up? Do you feel a bit nervous that they're getting involved in something that they don't know all the detail about?
I think it's all in proportion now. He's a university student, so I'm certainly not going to be investing in his investments. So, he's put down a few pounds to, as I say, more curiosity. And I think, I think it's a potentially new currency for us, a new way of working. He's a economics student, so I'm hoping he's been brought up well to manage his money, and so I think it's curiosity, and absolutely you've got to be very sensible about it, and he's I trust his judgment, and obviously looking at the amount he's put down, I'm not right now worried about it, but of course all these investments and new quick wins are never quick wins, so I think you have to be very careful with that, definitely.
Julia, thank you. I'm sure we'll speak to you again when the new bit of news comes out for the travel industry to cope with. Julia Lo Bue-Said there, who's Chief Executive of Advantage Travel Partnership.